For years a man lived with a secret that weighed heavily inside his chest, silent and unspoken. It was not the kind whispered behind closed doors, but the kind that lingered within him constantly. Every morning he woke up carrying this invisible burden, a heavy silence that followed him throughout the day. He smiled when necessary, nodded at the right moments, yet inside he was bracing for impact from fears no one saw. He battled fear of failure, of being too much, and of never being enough, all concealed behind a facade of calmness. He believed that hiding his fears would make them smaller or less intimidating, but silence doesn't shrink fear. It only feeds it, allowing it to grow stronger in the darkness of unspoken pain. One night, alone, he scrolled his phone, face illuminated by the screen, feeling the weight of his truths pressing down. There came a moment when he realized he couldn't keep pretending anymore, not because he was fearless, but because it hurt too much. He didn't shout or cause a scene. He simply said to someone he trusted, "I'm not okay." That quiet admission, that crack in the silence, was not a sign of weakness, but the start of his journey back to himself. He began to speak, even if not all at once and not perfectly, but with honesty and courage. He shared the nights that stretched endlessly and the mornings that seemed too difficult to face. He talked about the anxiety that arrived uninvited, showing up before permission was even asked. What he discovered wasn't shame, but connection, relief, and the understanding that many carry their own invisible storms. Fear thrives when kept in isolation, but courage is born in the light of openness and honesty. So he continued talking, showing up, and learning that bravery isn't the absence of fear. Instead, it's moving forward despite it. Step by step, voice by voice, day by day, he built strength from vulnerability and honesty. As the visuals on screen brighten slowly, he walks outside with calmer eyes and a more grounded posture. He is not fully healed, but actively healing, and that realization is more than enough for now. Because he now knows that he was never alone in his struggles, and neither are you. His journey reminds us all that bravery begins with acknowledging our fears and sharing them in the light. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. You only need to keep taking one step at a time. And in doing so, you may find connection, relief, and the comforting truth that you are not alone. Remember, bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the choice to keep going despite it every single day. So, let this story be a gentle reminder that even in our darkest moments, there's hope and strength waiting to emerge.